And hey, everybody! Look, we're back. This is College Conversation with me, Rick,
and me, Nain.
And today we have a special guest because we've been gone for almost a year, and we thought we would bring some really cool people in. And our very first guest for this segment is this young lady. And we're gonna have her introduce herself.
Esther Molina
of
Kokua Martial Arts.
Kokua. So we didn't know how to pronounce it, so that's what we had you do it for us.
Okay.
See how smart we are?
We think things through sometimes.
Sometimes.
Right?
So, how long you've been? This is a really cool place.
Really,
Thank you.
I love this place. It's
Thank
huge.
you. Yeah.
You guys have been here long?
We moved in here in March of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so almost 5 years.
Opened for 2 weeks and then shut down.
Yeah, I was going to say March. That's literally the shutdown.
It was the shutdown.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you were out. Did you lose students because of it?
You know what? Surprisingly, we did not lose students during the whole shutdown.
Really?
It wasn't until after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you guys opened back up?
And it was tough because,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, learning online is totally different than learning in class.
Right.
Definitely.
And so when we all came back together, I said, there's going to be a learning because whatever you guys learned online, now we have to apply. And that was really difficult for some of the kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that would have been the case, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the age range with the kids?
Anywhere from 5 all the way up.
Well, let's do a shameless plug real quick.
Yeah.
Address.
7063 Commerce Circle, Pleasanton, 94588.
And what system do you teach?
I teach Kaji Kempo Emperado method.
Emperado.
Emperado, yes.
Usually we get everybody says, Gaylord or all the other guys, but Emperado.
Emperado. Well, I came from Gaylord.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah.
Yes, and then I am under Professor Ceronio, who is under Grandmaster Mitch Powell, and we are now Emperado.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
there
interesting.
was a crossover.
There was a crossover, yes.
So you mentioned the other instructors, Paulin and the
Powell
other.
and Grandmaster, Professor Ceronio, Bobby Ceronio.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you went under there. You trained
I am
them, or
I'm under Professor Ceronio right now. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right now?
And he's Serrato. He's Imperato.
He's Emperado.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
what belt are you, or what?
I'm
rank
a
are you?
6th degree.
6th degree.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't look that old.
Thank you.
Well, no, right? Because
That was your first comment?
of course, really. Well, folks, she's Filipino, so we're always going to look young, right? Nobody knows I'm 103.
We?
We.
She
us.
does.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Even your shirt age.
So, Kokua, where did that come from?
We were kind of throwing names around, and I just
This one
liked.
stuck.
Yeah, it did. We liked the meaning of it. To give and not to expect anything back.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yes. Yes. So
See,
that's
we
why
were both
did
wrong. We
Kokua.
thought it was a
Chocolate.
bird from chocolate. I thought it was a bird.
No? Oh.
No?
Yeah.
Caca?
You did not.
I don't know. That's why we wanted her to explain. But that's cool. I like that meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who worked on the logo for you? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I see
Who
the
did
flowers
work
and
on
all that.
we had a black belt that knew somebody that could draw, and so he decided to do. Actually, this is from Grandmaster Mitch Powell.
Yeah,
This
I've
is
seen
the general. Yeah.
Right.
But the logo on the back with the eagle. That one was drawn up by a friend of one of our black belts. So he did the eagle, and then the talons says Kokua in the Filipino language.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that was really
Sanskrit
cool.
looking thing?
Sanskrit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was very cool the way he did it,
So why the eagle though? Just
because we were rebirth.
oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't
You know,
do
it kind of
Phoenix?
really ties into the whole Kokua.
That's why I said that. See,
I was right. It was a bird.
that's why I said that.
So, one of the questions that we like to ask a lot of the instructors that come on.
Do we have questions?
What? Yeah, I know. Right? We don't.
Oh,
this
sorry.
show is unscripted, folks. We're making this up as we go.
Most of the time.
Why did you learn martial arts?
Ooh, yeah.
Because everybody always has their crazy stories.
Well, I started in Taekwondo when I was in college.
Oh,
And
late.
Not so long ago.
yeah, and it was fun. I learned under Grandmaster Byung Yu. He was from Korea,
Okay.
so it was very traditional.
Okay.
And the very first tournament that I went to, I was fighting and I got hit really hard. And so I came back and I told him, I said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And, he was Korean and not very many words.
Right.
And he just said, you have to go back. So I said, okay. So I went back, I finished, and I
Oh,
came
he didn't
back.
say then get out?
No, he said you have to finish. So then I came back and I said, you know what, this has a boyfriend, and this does not want to get hurt. And he said, okay, whatever, but you have to go train. So I continued, but then I was in college, and so I stopped. And then years later, we had our son, and I wanted to put him in some kind of martial arts.
You got married first, right?
I did.
Okay. Because my boyfriend in college.
Much to my dismay, I did. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My poor husband.
Where's he at? I want to talk to him.
There's a reason he doesn't come here.
No, actually, he's always here. But
Oh, I thought he was just a figurehead, right?
Yeah. No.
We just have him around.
Wait.
When things break down, we call him.
Because I know
Yeah.
the wife of the master of the dojo is the Simu.
Yeah, Simu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you call him?
a hubby,
I was close.
babe.
That guy.
That guy.
Yeah. No,
He's the handyman.
he is. He's always here. He's a great guy. God bless him for putting up with me.
Let's do a shout out. What's his name?
Helmut Kaiser.
Helmut.
Helmut.
Okay, he's not
German.
He's, not
He's
Filipino.
5'10", German.
Wow.
Yes.
5'10".
Yes. And poor thing, I have to say, it took him forever for me to say yes to marrying him, but he
playing
was
hard to get.
constantly there.
Right.
So I
Just wouldn't go away.
wouldn't go away.
Did you feed him?
Yes.
That's
that's
what
the
happened.
Filipino food. Oh yeah.
But he fed me too, because he cooks too. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Does he cook Filipino food or?
No.
German delicacy.
German food. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What's your favorite dish?
Yes. Actually, his schnitzel.
We're not even
So we told you that this was unscripted and unrated, but we went straight there. All right, fine. Whatever.
his schnitzel.
Please continue.
Is it pretty big?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's the next question, right? I mean, we got.
That's your question. I'm more concerned for the audience, but you're like, hey, is it big?
Well, she went there. I'm being a good reporter by following
Right.
follow-up questions.
Answering the question.
All right. I mean, not to sidetrack. Later, Hosen. How do we feel about that?
I'm not too sure about the later hosen.
Come on, 5'10", little short, suspenders. Nothing? No, doesn't do it for you.
Oh my god. Okay, we lost control. It's too early in the show to be like this.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Well,
Shout out to Helmut.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a very traditional.
That is
Very.
yes.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear that a lot on Hogan's Hero.
Yeah. Yeah, he's first generation here.
First in it. Wow,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
You guys have any kids?
Yes, one.
I know you have a son.
Just one son. He'll be 29 end of March.
What's he like?
End
7
of
foot?
February.
End of February.
No, he's actually.
Oh, he got the Filipino side.
No, you got the German side.
Okay.
Thank goodness. He's. I want to say my husband's gonna kill me, but he's 5'11". I want to say he's taller than my husband.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Okay, well, good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he doing martial arts?
Yeah, well, that's how I got into it. He.
Oh, that's right, you took him to
Yeah,
class.
we put him in martial arts, and I would sit in the back of the class and I go, no, that's not right. do it like this. And so, the instructor said,
Mother
hey,
knows best.
you should jump on the mat. And I said, no, it's okay. Then, of course, it was like, hey, we have 1 month for free. Why don't you?
Filipino here's free. We're going.
Yeah. So my husband said, just do it, just go. So I said, okay. So I went, and then I just never stopped. So my son went all the way. He was 6. He went all the way up until his senior year of high school, and he was a second degree when he left, and then. Year and a half ago, I promoted him to 3rd degree. I asked Professor if I could promote him because he helped me a lot during COVID.
Promote me.
Yeah, give him his first belt.
Yeah, yellow.
Yellow.
That's good, yeah.
I want yellow.
No, you went to green, right? The green was the last one you got?
Well, no, that's when I got beat up by a green belt.
Oh, that's
She
right. That's
beat
right.
me up.
She beat you up, okay.
In Kaju?
In Kempo. When I was first starting out, I got, because I'm a young cocky kid thinking I know it all. The instructor said, okay, here, go against this girl. Oh, come on, I'll kick her ass. And ever since then, I have the utmost respect for female fighters. Utmost respect. That can really humble you.
Yeah, got beaten into you.
Yeah, it got beaten into me.
things,
But I tell you what, she had this back kick, and I walked right into it. I'm like, and I'm on the ground. I was like, okay, never again will I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he started growing his belly so you'd have cushion.
Cushion. Fat Belly Productions.
No, it's a staple of Filipino martial artists.
Yeah. That's amazing that on your first go around, you're like, oh, no, I can't do this.
Right.
And then to be inspired by your own kid
Yeah.
to want to go ahead and stay and become and even be higher rank than he is.
And in Kaju too, because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I don't want to get hurt, and then you join Kaju.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So
Yeah. I
True
don't know if I
factor,
was
folks.
older or wiser, but yeah.
knowing that she's Kaiju, Naeem prepared, and what did you bring with you?
Oh, I'm wearing a cup. I am wearing a cup.
Because as you guys know, we do the demos later on, and I expect you to just
wearing a cup.
plow into him. Our first Kaiju black belt instructor, female, that came up, and she, Tammy, I'm sure you know her.
Yeah,
right?
Tammy Whalen, yeah.
Tammy Whalen,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she went in and she went full bore. He goes, I hope you're wearing a cup. And you hear the cup just clanking. He's on the and in
Yeah.
front of his daughter. It's,
Oh yeah, my daughter's
awesome.
there. Oh, you hear in the background, you're like, oh, Dad.
so later on,
Yeah, no, I'm wearing one. I'm wearing one.
he's prepared.
Trial and error.
How long did it get you to your first black belt?
What I want to say it was 4 years.
That's
Yeah,
actually pretty fast.
It was fast because Grandmaster knew I did Taekwondo prior to that.
Yeah. How much of
Still had the
taekwondo did you do? A year? Or two?
I got up to blue belt
Okay.
in
Not that
Taekwondo.
long then.
Yeah, no, not that long, but I mean,
Long
he
enough.
was tough. That he was just very traditional Taekwondo.
Ooh,
So yeah.
Hey, folks, in case you're wondering what's this behind us, we're actually here in Hearst Dojo, and she's started, this is what I like about this, and this is why I want to bring this up. A couple of weeks ago, we had a seminar here that she so graciously, allowed the Dennis Duarte, our good friend,
Allowed the dentist
yeah,
Duarte.
allowed the Dennis Duarte, to do a seminar, which I thought was really great. You participated in that. And I tell you, the most heartwarming, so friendly, so open, and it's like, everybody come on, it'll be fun. And I know you were just having a blast. You were walking around just,
Yeah.
What got you involved in all that?
Well, Dennis approached me, and I always like when people come, and I always like when people share, because I think that's what makes us better.
Oh, definitely.
And so when he said, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, I said, yeah, sure, why not? I didn't realize how big it was going to be and how many people were going to come. So I was absolutely beside myself.
Wow.
And but I mean, it's a great thing. I want my students to understand that they can learn from so many people. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't know everything. So I love when other people come in and they share.
But several years ago, that wasn't the norm, right?
Right.
We were never, back in my day, we were never allowed to go somewhere else.
Yes.
Unless we left the school.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is,
Excommunication.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
I remember
yes.
those days.
Oh yes, I know.
So how does it feel to be able to just open your doors to everybody?
I love it, and and that's the whole reason why I love being in with under Professor Saronio and Grandmaster Mitch Powell, because they have no issues with sharing knowledge.
Well, I mean, that's the heart of Kaju.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, this worked. All right, teach it to me.
Yeah.
Let me teach you this, and then back and forth, and then Kaju was born.
Yeah. yeah.
Nain is kaiju.
There you go.
That's why he has a kaiju.
So yeah.
I have more than one. I have backup cups just in case.
Yeah, he's under professor, or who is he now?
Grandmaster Bob Gomez,
Grandmaster
yeah.
Bob Gomez.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So he's over there. He's with the other schools.
Nice.
Gaylord
nice.
lineage. Come on.
Yeah.
Same as you.
Yeah.
Do you think, as a woman practitioner, was it harder for you, or has it gotten easier? Because I remember back in the day, it was really hard for women to stay. I mean,
Well, women were
Tammy
beat
was
up.
telling us, they try to push you out.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's hard because there's not other women.
Right.
And so the guys always think that, they have to show you, and make,
Mansplain.
yeah, basically. So, and being older,
Yeah.
Right.
it was, you were either up against the teens or you were up against the big guys.
Yeah.
But, you learn.
Right.
So,
I can't wait for you to
don't
take Naeem down.
mind that.
This is
I
gonna be
don't
fun.
mind that. I
See,
didn't
this is why I
mind
let him be the Uki, because I don't want to get hurt.
And she has her husband. She married a big guy.
Yeah.
No, he won't let me practice anymore.
Anymore.
I messed up his wrist. I said, babe, okay, you have to go down, and then he didn't go down, and then
Oh,
so
wrist
I
break,
messed up.
yeah,
I
okay.
messed up his wrist.
Oh,
So he said, now you go practice with your son now. So that's what I do.
Oh, can we do that on him?
Soft knees,
No,
soft
no,
knees,
no,
soft knees.
No.
Yeah. He can take it. He takes a lot of good punishment. I beat him up all the time. It'll be fun.
A few of our classmates, one is background in Aikido, and they have a very, really strong grip.
Yeah.
So whenever they did that break, you feel it. You feel it. You have to tap out fast.
Yeah.
You did tournaments before?
I did do tournaments for
Oh, see, when he
a
asked
little
what's your
while.
record?
Yeah.
What's your record?
I don't know, to be honest, because I didn't like it.
I got kicked so many times in the head. I don't remember.
I didn't like it because back in that time there was no women's division, no older women's division.
Right, that's right.
It was always, so I was always up against, again, the younger guys. So I hated it. I absolutely
So you
hated
didn't do
it.
forms?
I did forms.
Oh, you did forms.
Yeah. I didn't mind the forms, but I was still up against the younger guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, and it was kind of cool being the old lady. They would always come up to me and they'd go, oh, I just want you to know you did a really good job, and like, yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't as good as yours, but that's okay.
Hey, you remind me of my mom.
yeah. But I mean, at least they were nice about it.
Yeah.
So the hardest you got kicked was the taekwondo days?
No. Oh, no.
Okay,
I was gonna say.
Well, this is what I want to hear.
No. No.
What's the most brutal you've gotten into?
My first black belt test, it was
course.
one of the instructors, 3rd degree, hit me in the groin, kicked me in the groin.
Kicked in the groin.
Yes,
It hurts girls too.
it does. It does. People don't understand that. It does. And of course, it was an accident, but
Your stance is wide. Kick.
But and of course, Grandmaster's going, rub it, and I said, no, rubbing it is not going to help. I'm just letting you know right now. So yeah.
She has Helmut at home.
We're gone for a year, and this is what we come.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And then of course, being a girl, you always got hit in the chest a lot. So yeah. So
And that hurts just as bad as.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
my
don't,
dad.
we don't have an equivalent.
No,
Well, I mean, when you were fat, we probably could have.
probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then having, when it's 6 foot, 300 some odd pound guy pick you up and throw you down on the mat and then continue to ground and pound. Yeah, that was fun too.
I noticed that you have a lot of children. You have children's classes.
Yes. Yes.
Big difference from children and adults, or do you mix and match sometimes? Or?
With the kids, you kind of have to bring them along because they don't understand, being hit and
Right.
being taken down. So you kind of ease them into it, but then they still have to understand it,
That's always been very interesting to me because you hear the stories of how things were done before, right? And blood on the mat, all that. Especially at the beginning of Kaju and
Yeah.
when it was like being
Yeah.
instated. But how do you overcome that so the student still gets the lesson?
Yeah.
Because it's an important lesson. Mm-hmm. But you don't get sued.
Well, we ease them into it, so we start on the heavy bag, and then
Okay.
they start with the instructor, and then they start with each other.
Oh.
And then when they start with when they start with the instructor, it's like, oh my gosh, I can really hit them really hard. It's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
And so, I try to explain to them, okay, so if you hit me hard, I get to hit you hard. Right? So then they kind of look at you like, oh, okay.
So you got to control
Are
what
you
I
gonna
do.
hit me back? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You get
And
hit?
and we've done it. We've done
Oh, of
it.
course.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then their eyes are like big, going, "Oh my goodness, they just hit me!" Right. So I said, "So now you understand what it's like to be hit. So you have to get used to that
Right.
because that's what happens."
That's all part of the game.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, for me, it's all about application, right? You can do everything in the air. You can do it up against a heavy bag, but once you're up against another person, that's a total different story.
Application is the worst.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's when you
Yeah.
really know whether you know it or not.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we ease the kids into it. And then, of course, parents
Yeah.
get concerned, so they gear up, headgear, gloves, footgear. But with the teen and adults, when they get up to, green belts, it's like, okay, gloves off, because you guys have to understand.
What it's really, what's the real stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's it, because
yeah.
we teach, and a lot of our kids are, I don't know, teenagers. 13 on up to, right? And they're all women. They're all girls. But these girls, because we do sticks.
Yeah,
So we're really, and I make sure that they actually know what that feels like.
yeah, yeah.
At the end of every class, whatever we learn for that day,
Step towards your opponent.
we get the padded sticks out,
He's giving you an overhand right.
and then we go at it.
A lot
Yeah,
of people
And
take
so
it
they
this
really
way.
understand what that's like.
yeah.
And we do that from the very beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a few tears at the beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding? I've cried many times on the mat, trust me. Yeah,
And I
But-
take it flat. I always had the
This is the crazy part.
of hitting me.
The girl students that we have
But by
are
me
so much
kicking it
more
here, it's gonna have a tendency-
attuned to everything we do.
And where's the
They
net?
learn so much faster, and they have their own ideas of what's being taught.
We're not implying boys are dumb.
Yeah, we are.
I step in.
We're saying it.
Yeah,
We're saying
we're
it.
just saying it.
Boys are dumb.
Yeah. But yeah, so some of our best students are the girls.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because, at the end of every class we ask questions. We say, okay, what did you actually learn?
Oh,
They're not
their
allowed.
insight.
They're not allowed to repeat verbatim what we said. They have
Right.
to do their own idea of it.
yeah.
And the things that come out of their mouths, I'm like, oh, did you teach her that?
Yeah, no, we were looking at each other like,
Did she get that?
Because I think we see things a little bit differently.
Well, that's
That's
what I'm
why,
saying. They're so
yeah.
attuned to everything that's going
Yeah.
on, and they understand more.
Yeah.
Do you have the same idea with your kids? Are the girls much better than some of the guys?
Yeah, actually, they pick up faster, and they're not afraid. It's just like we've been doing some takedowns,
Right. Oh, okay.
And they're not afraid to take the boys down.
oh
See?
no, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point. Is that
Yeah.
the girls are just like they don't care.
Yeah. No, they'll just do it. I have one girl, she smiles the entire class. And she loves it. She absolutely loves it.
We need to get
Yeah.
her on the show. We need to get her on.
What's her name? Can we get a contact number?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, so yeah.
Let me ask you this. Now that you have all these flux of people coming in, just playing, right? I mean, you know, we had Carlos de Valle, right? He came over. Taught your class.
Yeah.
What is that like to just have people just come into your class and say, "Hey, today I'm teaching you guys."
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. The kids love it. The teens and adults love it. You know, they get to see a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing is that as a teacher, right, you're constantly saying the same thing. Well, it's nice to hear another teacher say the same
Yeah.
thing. So
I'm
kind
gonna
of
come in.
reinforces.
I'm gonna teach balloons. We're gonna animal balloons. You guys know.
I hate giving him credit, but he's actually pretty good.
Okay, good, nice,
really
awesome.
good.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Balloon class.
I don't know how to do them.
Dude,
Self-taught.
I've been doing animal balloons since I was 15.
Really?
Yeah, I do some really good stuff.
Oh, I love it. Okay, make me a dog.
Because
He was a clown.
I'm a lousy martial arts teacher, but balloons, I got you.
I'm sure.
got you.
I'm sure.
No, he's pretty bad. I mean, 11 years and I still haven't learned everything.
See this right here?
Do you ever though?
We never do.
No.
I'm still trying to learn.
Me too. Right there.
Nice touch.
I recently learned how to tie my shoelaces, and I don't even have shoelaces. So there you go.
Slip-ins for like the last 40 years.
I was gonna say no Velcro.
No Velcro.
No Velcro.
I just step in there and
Yeah, that's it. I'll go. So,
it was small
alright.
the injury.
So you survived COVID, your school. You said you had a bit of a loss.
Yes.
Students after
yeah.
COVID?
Yeah. Yeah.
So was there any particular reason or?
Because it was hard for them, you know, with the application to, and then
To transition back.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
And
were they
then-
before then, though? Or they
A lot
just-
of
Oh,
online.
before then, I mean, it was okay
Yeah.
because they were in the groove. But
Right.
then, you know, after a year or
Oh,
year and a
yeah,
half
year
of
and a
being
half.
shut down, it's like all of a sudden, you know, now it's totally different.
Hands-on.
Because it's like, oh.
Have they all come back since, or did you get your
No,
numbers back up? Not
no.
yet.
I mean, the numbers have come back up, yeah. But you know what? I've never done any advertising, and so now I'm starting to do advertising.
Kokua.
For $12.95, you too can be a black belt.
Yeah, no, no.
We even throw in a gi.
That I
Free
will do.
gi.
That I will do.
Three gis.
I will definitely do that.
So I have a cool thing that I'm going to propose to you.
Yes.
Everybody out there knows that we've been working on a movie.
Oh.
Part of the movie we're doing is there's some a school
Yes.
of martial artists,
Yes.
and we're going to need to populate it with
Martial artists.
Whether it's
Thank you.
this,
So you heard that, folks, right here. I have proof.
I have a big enough space.
No, we have the location.
No,
We
we
just-
Oh.
need the
Oh, you need my
bodies.
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
need the
take my
kids.
kids.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Take them all.
Because we needed
They'll love
bodies.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No.
What
take my
color are your
kids.
geese?
if I told
They're
you,
well, some of them wear white.
Uh-huh.
The purple belts and above they wear black pants with white geese. Then the black belts all wear black.
the
Oh.
black and white would be good.
Yeah.
Black and
Yeah.
white would be good.
Yeah.
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 Mikey's black, so I don't know.
Yeah.
by the way, who's breaking?
So I bring
So-
my own costume?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Bring your own costume. We'll call wardrobe and see what we can do. I'm only inviting you guys because I know you always have geese and I don't have to go out and rent geese.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got
I
more.
gotta keep the budget down.
No worries, I got you covered.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a
you
black
can tell
and
he's
white geese?
really Filipino.
Yeah.
Remind me to buy one.
No, you need a janitor's. You need
A
the
janitor?
janitor
Oh, yeah, I'm
jumpsuit.
the-
Yeah.
Oh, a janitor.
In the movie, I'm going to be a janitor
He's gonna be
pushing
a
broom.
janitor,
Just as a gag for everybody. He's oh, look, that's Rico. What? He's a janitor?
I'm a janitor. I
Right?
clean. Yeah.
Exactly.
All the cleaning you do, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't do any cleaning. You make me do it.
That's right. I'm smart. Dude, I'm Filipino. I'm lazy. I'm the old man that just sits on the chair and says, yeah, no, Nain, you're doing that wrong. I told you like this. You just put your hand there. Look, I show you. Then I get up and I do something. I sit back down. It's great. I'm very traditional.
You have to
Very,
go
very traditional.
over there.
No chinelas,
Yeah. Doing. She's very Filipino. The fact
you
that she
go.
did that. You grew up here or in the
No, I grew up here.
Here, right?
I grew
That's
up
what I
here. Yeah,
thought.
my grandparents immigrated.
So
from
you
the
just watched a lot
Philippines.
of comedy shows and you knew
No,
that's
my grandmother.
Oy. Lola.
Wait, so how was that with Helmut? Like, how was that culture clash? Because you guys met in college, right?
No, we did not.
No, so this is a different guy than the one from college. Okay, we
Yes.
skipped a few steps.
Yes.
What happened? We went from boyfriend to want to get her,
Yes.
and then we went to having a kid. It's like, wait,
Yes.
hold on. There's
Oh,
a,
no. I didn't.
Give us the list of guys. I'm
No,
kidding.
no. There are not that many, but no. I didn't meet Helmut until in my late 20s.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And then I was not
No,
looking.
don't skip over that. Hold on. How did you,
I know.
Where did you guys meet? Like, how did you guys, like, I just met him in my late 20s.
You
And
want
then we
the
got married. I'm like,
story.
okay,
You want
yeah,
the story. Okay, so
Can you imagine, right? This is what we're looking at, first of all, which is very typical in the,
I feel like he missed you, first of all.
Yeah,
Like, he
when
went
we
over,
marry
like,
out of our species, it's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
difference of.
species.
well, I married in the species and I left the species.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, second marriage.
Yes.
Wow. we
Yes.
missed out.
You really skipped a lot. Like, hold on. Was he too short for you? You got tired of looking him eye to eye? Is that what it
No, he was
Hey.
still a bit taller than me.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Oh, yeah, your wife is tiny.
Yeah,
His wife
see,
is
we're
like,
like this.
shorter
Yeah.
than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very small.
No, I was a programmer analyst,
Uh-huh.
and I also worked in a salon, so I was a manicurist.
Oh, okay.
And me too. Trust
Really
me.
did.
So I was working one night,
Uh-huh.
and my husband was getting a haircut, and he asked the hairdresser if he could get a manicure. So Michael comes over and says, "Hey, I have a customer who wants a manicure. Can you do it?" And I said, "Sure." He can either come back at 7 o'clock tonight, or he can come back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I said, "Okay." So he comes back. He goes, "Okay, he'll be back at 7 o'clock tonight." Okay, fine. So he left. My client is sitting there, and she goes, "Oh, my God, did you see that guy?" I'm like, "No." And she goes, "He's so cute." I go, "Fine, then you stay and do his manicure. I want to go home."
You're already irritated.
I was so irritated. I was like,
Husband material right there.
I was like, "Why couldn't you just come Saturday? Why do you have to come back tonight?"
Wow.
But then he came back, and he was also in tech. And since I was a programmer analyst, we kind of like started
Started talking,
talking. Yeah. So half an hour manicure turned into a 2.5 hour conversation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much for
Yeah.
wanting to get home.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
For speed dating.
Yeah, there was no speed
sit down.
dating. Yeah.
Did you want us? Oh, you like crystal gel? I do. $2 more. You didn't do any of that, right? You didn't try to upsell them.
You have girlfriend?
You have girlfriend? It's okay. You look pretty. You look so pretty.
So yeah, and then the next morning, of course, I was really irritated because then he calls me and he says, "Well,
him your number that night?
No, he called me at the shop."
Oh, wow.
So he goes,
persistent.
"Yeah, he totally was."
Yeah.
He says, "Well, I'm sitting on my deck. I'm having an espresso and a croissant." And I said, "Good for you.
German,
I'm
very
sitting here at work."
Obviously.
But yeah, no, nice guy. So he just
Wore you down.
he did.
Yeah,
poor
remember, it took him a
thing.
while, remember? He,
Took him for. I mean, because I kept saying no.
No.
so what happened to make it click? Say, okay, fine. Did you just give up? You say, all right.
No, a couple of things. One of my friends,
Uh-huh.
she said to me, she said, "I'm going to say this. It's on camera. I'm going to say this." But she said, "Shit or get off the pot." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that to me."
I like your friend.
I know. And
Is she available?
No. And she said, "You can't expect him to keep asking you to get married, and you keep saying no."
Right.
So I thought about it, and I thought, oh.
Yeah, what if he stops?
At one point, he's going to.
I'm
all right.
done. Fine.
And
Vidania.
yeah, and then my cousin, who German, very.
Russian.
Oh.
What the hell's wrong with you?
And then my cousin, she just kept telling me, "No, he's a really nice guy."
Yeah.
I don't know what your
We're
problem
going to
is.
have him on the show, folks. What do you say?
He's a really
Do a
nice
follow-up
guy.
here.
We're gonna have to adjust the camera for height, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to hear how much of this is true.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Right?
it's totally true. Trust me. You can't make this
So
stuff
wait.
up.
So I'd like to get a sense of the time from like when he first started trying to get you to marry him to when you finally said yes. Like how much in between?
We had known each other for I think 5 years
Mm-hmm.
when we finally got married.
Oh,
But that's not
Yeah.
too bad.
no, that's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife tricked me and made it 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to get married sooner. than that.
Oh.
See, that's weird because that was the same thing. I wanted to get married after like 2 or 3 years, and she's like, "No, wait, you're the same thing."
I said, "Can't we just live together?"
Is that a Filipino thing? Because my wife, I mean, I swear to God, 10 years. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, I think it was because I was married before, so I was just like,
Oh, you
not doing this
the
again.
bad taste.
Yeah, not doing this. So let's just live together.
Right.
He was like, no, because he'd never been married before. So like, no.
He wanted to do tradition.
He wanted to get married.
Did you guys have a big wedding?
Yeah, actually, we did.
Oh.
We did.
Is
We
it,
did.
like number of people, or just because his side is really
300.
tall?
No. No, we had about 300 and some odd people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't get the invite.
No,
Or
we
did you
did- I
get?
know,
You
right?
didn't
No,
get
I
one. I
didn't.
didn't get one.
I mean, it might have been
I
like
thought-
10.
That was
thought
30
you liked
something
us.
years ago.
I thought you. Oh, he was probably 10 years old.
Were you even married? I mean, were you even born?
Yeah, I'm 39.
Oh, okay.
So he says.
I was 8.
You were 8.
Ish.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah. Yeah.
He was still in diapers. You know,
93.
they're slow.
93.
Yeah, we were married in
Yeah.
93.
8 years old.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
How funny.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. You know, folks, we have actually Ron Saturno behind us back here.
If you don't know who he is, shame on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get a chance, we're gonna have him peek his head in here.
Yeah.
But
What's the real block?
you have fallen into this great group of people.
Thank goodness.
Dennis and his tribe, right?
Yeah.
He's really big on this thing, but you're getting all kinds of people getting to knock on your door now.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. 'Cause
I
we want to
love
come
it.
play.
I know. I want you guys to come play. For sure. Yeah. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him teach something.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do that
You know, you
sometimes.
do that.
Yeah. 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 No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm humbled that people actually want to come because, you know, I'm from like you guys where it's like, no, you just don't do that.
No, yeah.
And it's, like I said, it's a blessing with Professor Saronio and Grandmaster Mitch Powell that, you know, they don't have a problem with sharing knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny that you say you guys. I've been training him for 10 years, 11 years almost, and I'm his very first instructor. So he's never had the old days like you and I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
And early on, I told him, you know, okay, you need to go learn from somebody else right away. It was always that for me because I understood that the value in doing that.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of, like, you know, back in our day, it was unheard of.
Yes.
You just don't do that.
No.
And if you did, you're, like you said, you're excommunicated.
Yep. That's right. Yep.
But I think more and more now, it's starting to become more and more acceptable.
It should be.
You agree?
Yeah.
right?
It should be.
You know,
It really
unless you're
should
very traditional, but beyond that, because, you know, because of MMA folks, you know, it's good to have a lot of stuff under your belt.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, I don't pretend to know everything,
Right.
and I love when I have other people coming in. I get to learn, and my kids get to learn, and you know, it's just more. It just adds more to their martial arts education.
Yeah. I mean,
You
look,
know?
I think that's what it boils down to is the martial art education versus my school's education. You know,
Yeah.
people get really caught up on this is my name, this is my lineage, this is what the God's given truth that, you know, you can't go outside of it.
Yeah.
But you still get that a lot. Like, have you run into that in your martial arts, like as an instructor or as a?
Yeah, you still get.
Yeah?
You still get. I think you still get a little bit of that, and you know, and I think a lot of it has to do with egos.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, it's
That's why
natural,
we don't
right?
have belts in our system because, you know, I've always felt that belts get in the way.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, I don't. I like to fly under the radar.
Yeah, we saw you. We're like, she's not a gi. Like, who is
No.
she? She's just the administrator.
I like to fly under the radar. I'm like, I'm nobody.
You
I'm
were
just
so
like,
low key when we met you. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't sure who you were.
Yeah, no, I'm just like,
Cleaning lady.
Yeah,
Something.
I
You know, she must be the
am.
cleaning lady.
I totally am. No, but yeah, I fly under the radar. I wear my belt during stripe tests and belt tests.
Right.
Other than that, I don't really wear it. But yeah, no,
I love that.
I'm not anybody. I'm
Yeah,
just
and that's why we in our school we just call each other Koya. You know, it's Koya Rick, Koya Naeem.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I am here at the school. I like the kids to understand.
That there's
Yeah, so I always make sure that they call everybody, even guest instructors, by their proper title.
Okay.
Because they need to understand, these guys, they earned,
right.
You guys understand where it
and
goes?
so they deserve that respect.
Yeah, my official title is what? Old man. Yeah, old man.
My kids have called him old man for 10 years.
Yeah. Hey, old man. But yes. What do you need?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I've never believed in that. I mean, I understand the ranking. You have to have it. Yes, folks, don't kill me. I understand it. But
Well,
for
we
me
respect it.
personally, but back when we were growing up in our day,
Yeah.
those black belts were always bullies to us. The lower,
Yeah.
the lower, right? I mean, remember?
Yes.
And to me, it was because I'm this, and you got to listen to me, and you got
Yeah.
to. And I've always hated that. So I told myself, if I ever do a
This
school,
guy, I come
I'm not
in
going to have
and
any of
he
that. And in the Filipino martial arts, there aren't a lot of. Only recently did they start doing the ranking stuff, but a lot of them don't.
Yeah.
It's very informal. I mean, I teach out of my house sometimes,
way to hurt that knee.
and my students. It's funny. I have one student, and he'll come over at his class is at 6,
Wheel kicks on the outside.
but that's what time we have dinner.
Oh.
So the class, I charge him some money, right?
Martial artist,
And then he gets free food.
Oh, I like that.
And then we train, and he goes home.
Yeah.
And he does this twice a week.
Oh, nice.
So
Free dinner twice a
yeah,
week.
so after a while, I just stopped charging him because it's like it doesn't make any sense, But he's also a gardener, so I said, hey, I have a backyard. So now we just
Oh, there you go.
so it's a beautiful. Thank you, Eric.
His backyard has never looked so nice.
Nice.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Nice.
But that's how it is for me, And there is no curriculum in the house. It's okay. What do you? We'll talk about martial arts for a minute, and based on that conversation, that's what the class is going to be about.
That's the lesson.
So that's the old days.
Yeah.
Back in the
Yeah.
And I've always felt that that's how it should be. So now when we have our classes, it's almost the same thing. I'll show something at the start of the class.
Yeah.
Go through the whole class. By the end of the class, you got this gazillion things off of that one thing, and that's how I nurture everybody.
Yeah.
And this kid does a wonderful job of. I'll start it. He'll do the middle part, then I'll end it.
Yeah.
Because he just knows it so well.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a great way to get everybody just feel like they're equals
True.
without
That's
the separation of belts.
Yeah, you're right.
You're the higher belt. We can't talk to you because I can only.
Yeah.
But that's the way it's always been for us.
Well, what I do is I have the higher ranks mentor the lower ranks.
Ooh.
Right.
So,
Awesome, yeah.
and that's how, so the lower ranks respect the higher ranks because they're the higher rank, but
Right.
then the higher ranks mentor the lower ranks and they understand what the responsibility of being a higher rank
Yeah.
is.
No, and I love that too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I just understand that.
Yes,
Because
you're right.
I was bullied in the past.
Oh,
and
yes.
I hated that.
Yes.
Well, it's like any tool, right? It's how you use it.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
say that the ranking system is a tool to kind of gauge where people are, but also, like you said, you use it to nurture the next
Yeah.
generation, and each one kind of like filters each other out and pushes each other up. And,
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said about putting somebody responsible for somebody that doesn't know or knows less than you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great way to grow as a person, as a
Yeah.
practitioner. So
Yeah.
awesome, good job.
Thank you.
Yes, it was very
Thank
well
you.
done.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one thing that I was really amazed at when we were here for that seminar, your kids are very respectful. I did notice that.
They better be. They